Hello and welcome to Trends in 15 Minutes. I'm Rom Gayoso from Futurist Television, along with world-class futurist Joyce Gioia, the author of the weekly Herman Trend Alert. You can find the link to the Herman Trend Alert in the comment sections of this video. Click on the link and start receiving the weekly Herman Trend Alert. Hi Joyce, how are you doing today?
Terrific. Thanks for asking, Rom.
Wonderful. So today we're talking about the consequences of food choices. Joyce, what is the breakthrough for people who want to eat right and live longer?
Well, Rom, up to now, we had a general idea of how food affected our longevity, how long we'd live. But we didn't have a way to connect a particular food with its positive or negative consequences
Okay.
on the length of our lives until now. Now, most recently, a multidisciplinary team of researchers has come together to give us specific food insights. These brilliant scientists have expertise in food sustainability, environmental life cycle assessment, the causes of disease, and environmental health and nutrition. And so their evaluations are really thorough. In fact, they combined 15 nutritional health-based dietary risk factors with 18 environmental indicators to assess, catalog, and rank more than 5,800 individual foods.
Well, that's amazing. What is
Yeah.
this health nutritional index anyway?
Well, it's a way of looking at each of the foods. So the 7,000 researchers from around the world using a study called the Global Burden of Disease determine the risks and benefits associated with multiple environmental, metabolic, and behavioral influences, including those 15 dietary risk factors that I talked about earlier. Then the team took the population level data about the causes of disease and extrapolated it to population level data, to the level of individual foods. They considered more than 6,000 threat estimates specific to age, gender, disease, and risk. They factored in the detail that each year is composed of 500,000 minutes, and then they calculated the health burden that comes with consuming 1 gram, just 1 tiny gram's worth of food for each of the dietary risk factors. And then finally, using all of this data, they color-coded each food item with green, yellow, or red, depending on its value or detriment to the body. And that is the health index.
Okay, well, growing up for me, there was one word, Nathan's. So what's the difference between eating a hot dog or not eating a hot dog or a salad in terms of longevity?
Well, I
Nathan's
grew
versus the
up
greens.
I'm sorry. I grew up in New Orleans, but I
Okay.
lived in the New York metro area for 27 years. So I had more than one Nathan's hot dog.
Okay.
And the short answer is that the difference between eating a hot dog or a salad in terms of longevity is a lot.
Hmm.
So
Okay. Now you're scaring me.
if you eat a hot dog, you'll shorten your healthy life by 36 minutes. By comparison, if you eat 30 grams of nuts and seeds, you'll gain 25 minutes of healthy life, an increase in good quality and disease-free life expectancy. So that's what we all want, right?
Certainly. So about this health nutritional index, do you use it to make your food choices?
Well, specifically, I can honestly say I will never eat another hot dog, whether it's beef or pork, in this lifetime, because knowing that it's going to shorten my life by 36 minutes, there's no way that I would do that. However, I'm already actually eating a mostly plant-based diet with occasional salmon and sushi. Though what I've discovered about my particular body, and everybody is different, is that I always feel better when I stick to a plant-based diet.
That's true. So it's basically easy to understand. It's color coded. I can look at the green, yellow, or red, or maybe purple in the case of hot dog. I don't know which color that hot dog really is. So it's really easy to use. And is this something you recommend people to check it out?
Yes, I do. And they can look at the trend alert and get to the original article from which I took this information to create the trend alert. They can read the whole article. They can see the red, green, yellow chart and use it to make their own food choices. Yes, they can
Wow.
certainly do that. Yes.
So, food choices today. Okay. So, next week, you are writing about another interesting topic, neuroplasticity, and how understanding it can benefit leaders. What is neuroplasticity?
Very simply, neuroplasticity is the ability of our brains to adapt and change in reaction to internal and external stimuli. And what I learned from attending the Enterprise Agility World Conference and speaking there was that many people do not have this quality of neuroplasticity. And if you have, as a leader, if you have a direct report who is more sensitive, who doesn't have this ability to adapt and kind of roll with the punches and have a higher level of emotional intelligence, then you're going to want to work with that person differently. You're going to want to be more sensitive to that particular person's feelings and understand that they may always be looking for ways to misinterpret something that you're saying in a way that makes them feel badly. So you're going to have to be super careful with them. And you can also work with them to help them have a higher level of neuroplasticity and perhaps less sensitive and more solidly secure about the relationship between the two of you all.
So, is empathy a good part of neuroplasticity, or is it related?
It is indeed. And empathy is the key for leaders in these days and times, because when you think about what happened during COVID, we all went through a tremendously difficult time. And it's the leaders who exhibit that level of empathy whom we know are considered the best leaders and who are the most effective leaders. In fact, I would actually call most of them, in the words that I used in my book, How to Become an Employer of Choice, enlightened leaders. And enlightened leaders are very important to organizations being recognized as being employers of choice.
Wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about the Herman Trend Alert. It's weekly, right?
It
And if I go
is.
to the hermangroup.com, I can sign up. So, what are the benefits of signing up to the Herman Trend Alert?
Well, you'll stay ahead of the curve. You'll learn about some fascinating trends that you probably never thought of. You'll be able to start thinking about the future in a way that you probably didn't before. Most of my subscribers have been with me for years and years, and they find it very valuable to give them insights on not only what is happening now, but what will be happening as we move into the future. And in fact, some of my readers, and I found this out when I was speaking at a Society of Human Resources meeting in Rochester, New York, some of my readers are even using my insights for investment purposes, although disclaimer, I don't pretend to give any kind of financial advice.
Okay, understood. So, folks, this week's Herman Trend Alert was food choices, and that's the object of our talk today. And next week, it's going to be neuroplasticity, right?
Yes, and how understanding it can benefit leaders.
And how understanding neuroplasticity will benefit leaders. Okay, folks, thank you so much for your time today. You can reach out to us via Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, and of course, through the website www.hermangroup.com. Again, please look for the link on the comment section of this video to find out how you can sign up and start receiving the Herman Trend Alert. Joyce, thank you very much. We'll be seeing you next week.
Looking forward. Thank you.
And folks, thank you very much. See you next time.